Hello, ghoul cats, and welcome to our first Halloween special event. 𝔍𝔥𝔦𝔰 cannot make it today, so I will be taking over. I am Death Chicken. Today we'll be playing a series of games by Disaster Squad Productions, a streamer I stumbled upon on Twitch. Little did I know that he had actually designed his own games that are free to play on Steam. Cursed 1, 2, and 3 are his latest creations. But he has made 4 games in total, and I thought it fair, if I'm going to go through the whole Cursed series, that I may as well go and play the very first game he ever created. In 2011, it may not be a Halloween-y type game, but we're starting the journey where he started his journey. And by the end of it, we shall see how his skills developed over time. Today, we'll be playing Karl's Kooky Warehouse. Please also note, though, that when first recording this game, I had my microphone on the desk, and using a mouse and keyboard, every button press that I did reverberated through the microphone. And so I had to re-record my session, and I'll be narrating over the gameplay in order to avoid such needless noises. I've kept some of the previous content just to show you what I mean, but otherwise, this will be a second run-through of the game. It started out just like any other normal day. Karl was sitting at home eating Nabisco wheat thins. Then a strange letter fell through the door's mail slot, which he snatched up and read most excitedly, with a strange face like he's eaten too many lemons. I guess I won a free warehouse or something, probably because I'm awesome. This has been my lifelong dream for 2 years now, so Karl went skipping to the address of his newfound prize. It was a pretty sweet day so far. It was even better than he could possibly have imagined. But as he entered the building, slam. Hello there, Karl. Having fun? Who the hell are you? You may refer to me as the CEO. What does that stand for? Crap-eating orangutan? For too long, your flippant ways have been a thorn in my side, Karl. Now you will be trapped in here forever. I have a better plan. How about I come find you and kick you square in the asshole? Karl's Kooky Warehouse. Just gonna have to turn the sound volume down as it suddenly spiked.
Okay.
All right, let us go. There's a chest, 1 in every stage. Get balls. We need balls. 6 balls makes a key. 10 makes a keyhole. 15 is perfect. Karl can't fall too far. So low falls are fine. And higher fall. If you were to jump and fall, then you die, I guess. Okay. Easy as duh. Arrow keys, yep. Okay, and space. So we want to get the balls. And we stay away from the mouse. Well, I died. Try again. As you can see, you can hear the button pressing and the booming and the clicking, and it's not very nice to hear, is it? The CEO has mice working for him. And big fire cannons. Oh, I got a bonus meter that's running down. It's a spring. I'm gonna have to be careful here as it's a long way down. Of course, the key's over there. I'm dead. Okay. Do I want to pick up the key? I wait until I got everything, then maybe I'll pick up the key. Okay, can't go that way. Before we move on to the second run, here are a few funny moments I wish to keep from the previous recording. Game over. The game is never over for Death Chicken. Death Chicken. Poot Mouse. Some idiot, Knifey McStabberson. Your mum, my mum, did better than me. We shall see about that. She figured it out, whereas I didn't. But it's fine. Sometimes for death, you must just accept your fate and sacrifice a life or two. How do I get up there? I can't make that jump. No, I can't make that jump. Are you crazy? Well, I lose. Game over. The game is never over! My mom is still better than me. No! Why did the chicken? Why did the chicken? The Death Chicken or the Jazz Chicken? You need to be specific here. Why did they cross the road? To die, obviously. Ah, it tells you where they're coming from. Okay. But how does one open the door? How does one open the door? Okay. I guess a cyclist got killed. No, you don't. Oh, God. He came out of nowhere. But I got a ball. That's all that matters. Even in death, I can get balls. I was expecting a spring to be underneath that spider then. Oh, I didn't press up, and now I'm dead. Well, I got to level 5. Did I beat Mum? Death Chicken. I beat my mom. In your face, mother. And I even beat some idiot. I didn't beat a tiny bot or a poot mouse. The butler, well, the butler makes sense. The butler, should I say. You will never beat my score, 400,000. Well, maybe not this episode. However, that was actually very fun. I enjoyed that Disaster Squad, and I might actually continue playing off camera and see how far I can get. Unless viewers and fellow ghoul cats, you would like to see me do more. If so, then be sure to leave a comment below. Now let's get into the actual second run, shall we? As you can see, I beat my mother and some idiot. I didn't actually look through the menu though, so let's go through that. But a trophy room, oh, there's surprisingly a lot of trophies. There's a lot of cards, we got a couple. There was tall teeth, a hidden switch is the biggest secret on this stage. Timing a good jump is the way to reach the chest here, and no running fast would safely get you through the bottom orbs. To this day, I still do not know where that secret switch is. A wall cannon, one of the many traps placed in the warehouse, emits a concentrated fuel burst that ignites immediately. can only fire in one direction. And yes, for the tall teeth stage, I have no idea where that switch is. I've been everywhere and I cannot find it. Unlocks, currently there are no unlocks. And in my casual run, I have unlocked quite a few. I got as far as the second boss. Why did the chicken level 1? Now this one is all about avoiding oncoming traffic. The cyclists are the slowest, the trucks are the next fastest, and then you have the red cars, which are super fast. The wheels of the cyclists do not hurt you when they are run over, so you don't need to worry about that. Now the bottom path and the middle path, you can see that there are one-way street signs, so you only need to worry about traffic coming from one direction. The very top one, however, has traffic coming from both sides, so that's where the ladders on the top come very handy. You just gotta make sure that you don't get trapped, or fall off the ladder like I did just there. Sadly, a lot of cyclists were hurt in the recording of this episode. I would be lying if I said no cyclists were hurt, because you can just see the carnage on the screen. I will also say those slidey poles are the reason why I die quite a lot sometimes. I slide down and I go to then immediately jump forward, but because you're standing on the pole, you immediately grab the pole the second you jump. Which may happen on this stage, you might see it happen. I try to escape a fireball and it doesn't work because I get stuck on the pole instead. But otherwise, this stage is not too bad. Just gotta keep your eyes from the directions of the fire and try and squeeze yourself in between. Excuse my head being in the way there. You can see a lot of the stage still, so no, I will not move out the way. You cannot order me around. I will be coming for you when your time is near. You're expecting Mr. Grimm? Well, he might turn up. It depends if he's busy or not. But otherwise, he has other colleagues, shall we say, who carry out his work. One ball left. As you see there, I was trying to jump up and get it, but I got stuck on the ball. And that acts exactly the same when you're trying to escape as well. You need to move clearly away from the pole and then jump. Now, although it says extra lives, you're not actually getting extra lives. It actually should say lives remaining. And you get points for how many lives you have left. Gaining lives in this game is very rare. I was very unlucky then. I remember when that happened, I was like, what? How did that happen? But I guess I just got that a little bit too close. Like I said, I'm not moving out the way. You cannot make me. Well, yeah, I remember that fall bugging me a little bit. It's like I fell down on a spring. Surely that's still okay. No, it's not. Fall damage is pretty lethal here. You cannot save yourself with a ladder. You cannot save yourself with a spring. You cannot save yourself from death. I am inevitable. Even for Thanos. Here was actually safe to full-on drop down. I thought for some reason it would kill me because it's too far down, much like trying to fall on a ladder or a spring. But no, if there is a pole, you will still safely slide. It will prevent your fall. Do 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 dee doo be doo be doo be doo doo. Yes, the music in this game is very good. I can't remember if it changes per zone. I was stuck on the first zone for a very long time. I've managed to get to the end of zone 2, and I've figured out how to beat the second boss. But then I thought it best to stop there, just in case you guys wanted to see me play more of it. I'd like to keep some more levels and more parts of the game a mystery to me. Now, where I'm currently hiding, there are a few more springs. There's a few spikes to the left. Nothing too important that you need to worry about. Now, I would move out the way, only I recorded it with me in the way. So moving out of the way now is a little bit of impossible. Even with the second recording, I still managed to make a mistake. This is more 𝔍𝔥𝔦𝔰's job. I'm only here for the collecting of souls. It's Halloween, so Jas normally ropes me into doing some video. He'll try and claim that I actually, force him to make me, I force him to make a video for me, but that'll be wrong. Of course, you can't ask him right now, because he's currently in a bit of a pickle. Yes, he's in a bit of a pickle. It took a while, yes. With me sidetracked there, this stage, that one bat is the most infuriating enemy in the entire game. I hate that bat with a passion. And after collecting the orbs, I then realized that I blocked off the chest. So you can only collect some of the orbs. Collect the chest and then make your way back. However, you have this bat that has the face of a spider flapping itself after you and getting in the way. I hate it. I want to kill that bat, but you cannot kill the bat. You can kill the mouse, but you cannot kill the bat. The Restless Dead. This stage is very easy. At first, I'm not sure what happened there. I'll cut that bit out. So I just cut out a little bit where I was just standing around not doing anything. I think I was scratching my nose or something, I don't know. So this stage is all about just pulling the ghosts towards you. If you can get them to bundle up into one ghost, then that's perfect. It's very easy trying to avoid the damned. I mean, I do it for a living, so that's all the ghosts. No more will come now. Now I just need to pull them all out the way. I was getting a bit too eager there, so I decided to let them bundle up a bit closer. Their heads were poking through the floor, so then I had to make a different way round. touch any part of them and they will kill you. Now, I made it very tricky for myself to survive then. I should have pulled them down lower before getting that final orb, but never mind. I live and I learn. Well, live is not quite the word I would use, but... Where am I? I'm above TinyBot. I beat TinyBot, then that run. Let's go again. Building bridges, level 1. The one with the bat. I hate this bat. Now, in this run, will I remember to only collect a few? I did, but then did a terrible jump onto the spikes. And the only issue is that you have to run back left. I believe I tried to escape a different way round by dropping onto the pipe, but I think that killed me. Yes. After you drop a certain level down, you can't move in a direction anymore. It will just force you into a death drop. I was hoping to curl to the left and grab onto the pole safely down, but that didn't work. Now on this stage, you have to collect every orb as well. As you can see at the pole on the far right, it's blocked off, but that final orb removed the block at the top. So now you can actually get to the exit. Killing the mouse will score you another 250 points. Points are actually useful in this game. There is a purpose to them, not just for the scoreboard, but you can also use points to buy things. But in order to buy things, you have to beat the first boss. Ladders on the rise. This level's not too bad. All you do is really just hold up as you grab onto the ladder. If you don't, the ladder will move away from you and you'll drop. And the final part is all basically timing. Timing your way down and then trying to time your jumps to get those orbs safely. Would be wonderful if you could see what was happening behind me. But hey, I like to sometimes annoy people, including viewers. So I tried to get the orb, I messed up, I went down the pole, and then I got burned to a crisp. That's all that you missed there. But I am Death Chicken, and we do not move on until we've got every single ball. There is a couple levels where I got all the balls on the screen, however there were still balls missing, which confused me. I thought maybe it was a bug, so I just accepted it. Now, playing privately, I've actually found there to be secret walls. Yeah, like this one, there are two balls somewhere. But there are none on screen, so I thought maybe they're in the crate, but you can't do anything to the crate. This one, I still do not know where the remaining two balls are. They have to be in a wall somewhere. Disaster Squad likes to sometimes hide his balls in a wall. What makes it more tricky, though, is that the walls all blend in together, so it's not as if they look like on a point-and-click game where a patch of the wall looks cartoony, which normally means that, you know, you can interact with it, you can do something with it. And here, everything blends together, so trying to find where those secret areas are, there are no telltale signs. You just have to stumble across it accidentally. Why did the chicken? Fairly straightforward level. I got the hang of it after a while. That was foolish of me not to climb down the ladder. I thought I could make it to the other one, but I got a bit overzealous. There were times, though, that when you're trying to go and get an orb, one pathway that seems quiet for a long time, the second you go on it, suddenly there's like 100 things happening all at once, and you're like, can I move? Can I do anything? Why is there so many going on here now? I have no lives left. Cyclists everywhere. Look how many there are. Ah, yes. That one ladder. So, well, just any ladder, really. Especially if you're trying to get down a ladder very quickly. Sometimes you just can't climb down the ladder, and it gets very frustrating when there's a car just speeding towards you. Yeah, I didn't do so well on this one, so let's just say 𝔤𝔥𝔦𝔰𝔫 did this one. It wasn't me at all, it was Jazz. He's not very good at games, you see. Yeah, I pressed the wrong button. It ended up erasing everything. There he is. 10th, right at the bottom. He's terrible at games, that Jazz. I believe this was my last run for this recording. Dumpy Jumpy. This level's not too bad, although sometimes I do feel these items are trying to get you. Like if you're somewhat close, they will home in on you and bounce in your direction. Kind of makes me think the garbage is sentient. I've always felt nervous getting that chest, yet every time I do, the garbage seems to just stop dropping down, which is great. It's fantastic, actually. Normally when I'm down below, you just see garbage raining down. You're like, oh my god, there's so much. How am I gonna get that treasure chest? But it's actually not that hard. You see? Very easy. Building bridges. That dastardly bat. Spider bat. I know it doesn't have the face of a spider, but I think it's just the way the eyes were done. The black with the whites inside them. I just, for some reason, makes me think it's a spider, and especially the fangs as well. It's just a spider with wings. That's all I can see. But then if you're walking around the realm of the dead, then that's quite a common occurrence as spiders with wings. After all, what's more frightening than a spider? A spider that can fly, of course. Chutes and ladders. Maybe on this one you see my difficulty with these poles. But otherwise it's fairly straightforward. Oh, it almost happened there, but I managed to move away far enough from the pole. Yeah, that pole screwed up my jump. Because I expected to jump through the pole and get to the ladder, but instead I grabbed the pole and then walked off the edge and died. Because I was a fool. That's the trouble sometimes with this game, is that you get a little bit too comfortable. And then you start to make silly mistakes. Four lives remaining. Level 4. Once we get past level 5, we will have the first boss. Now this stage, the last orb is basically behind me. So behind me there's a spring that bounces towards the ladder, but there's also like a little gap, which looks like it leads to a dead end, just a brick wall. But actually, if you go into that little gap, the missing ball is behind the wall. Yeah, there I didn't mean to drop down. I actually pressed jump and instead he just dropped. I was very lucky that I didn't die from that fall. Now, was it this stage that I learned you can actually kill the mouse? I don't think so. I knew I didn't know what the shoes did that we picked up. Now what the shoes do is that it actually prevents fall damage. Only for one though. So if I fall down from too high of a height, then the shoes disappear. Okay, we're on to stage 5. Hopefully you get to see the first boss. Why did the chicken? Why did the chicken? I got this stage frequently. I think it knows that Death Chicken is playing. I was gonna say Jazz Chicken, but that's not true. It's Death Chicken. Sometimes I forget who I am. Jazz is my brother, after all. Cyclist up the butt. What a way to go. Oh, the death sound triggered twice. I didn't even know that time. Didn't notice when I was recording. Oh, you see what I mean? It starts just going a little bit crazy now. I'm like, okay, I'll just stay up here until it calms down. I get stuck on the ladder there. There we go. 3 lives remaining. That's not bad, not bad. But as I say, lives are very difficult to come by in this game, so you need every life you can hold on to. I finally got one. I hit, I think, 100,000 points. Karl versus the Butler. This boss, sometimes, if you're lucky, you can beat him quite quickly. This is my first attempt at him, so I had no idea what was going on. I tried to jump the gap, but the chandelier got in the way. Those blocks in the middle there, they frequently get in the way as well. I didn't know he would charge at you if you get in line with him. It's all a big learning curve here. So he shoots farts at you. Fart notes, brown notes, if you will. If you touch the brown note, then you die. If you go where he is, he'll sprint towards you. Don't fall down with the chandelier. Don't do that. The switches at the bottom will get the chandelier to come back. There is a reason for the spikes on the side. Now, the idea of what you actually need to do is you need to bounce on his head first, safely, when he's in line with a chandelier. Then he'll be stunned. That's your time. Yeah, I was surprised that actually killed me then. That would be your time to then climb up, hit the chandelier, which hits him on the head. You do that, I think, 3 times, and he will vomit poo all over the floor. You then want to crawl down to his level, so he sprints towards you, slips on the poo, and slides into the spikes. And that is how you beat the Butler. But anyway, in that run I beat 𝔬𝔬𝔷𝔷. 𝔬𝔬𝔷𝔷 is now kicked down the leaderboard. However, that is all we have time for, so thank you for coming by. Apologies for the rookie mistakes in recording in this episode, but the next game we'll be moving on to is Cursed, so I hope to see you there. Be sure to take the time out of your day to drink the blood of your neighbors. And I will catch you ghoul cats later. If you would like to see me play more of Karl's Kooky Warehouse, I should say, then please leave a comment below. If we receive enough comments and or likes, then I will more than happily get Jazz to do some more episodes. Until then, have a happy Halloween.